Welcome back to Was a Day. Where was today is SpaceX, a 1981 release by Nasir and Serious Software. Press button 0 to start here. It's going to go into a little demo mode if you don't. Maybe I'll let the little demo mode run out a little bit. Because, yeah, this is, I think we've looked at one other game by this programmer, Phantoms 5, we've already looked at here on Was a Day. But this is I looked them up. It's Nasir Jabelli apparently, who I wasn't familiar with before. They have a very interesting Wikipedia page if you want to look at it. I'll probably link it in the description below. But yeah, they developed Phantoms 5, this, a bunch of other Apple II games, and they were extremely successful. Uh, they had originally come to America and became a programmer during the Iranian Revolution because they had family ties to the Pahlavi dynasty. So that's kind of interesting. And then also the the success of their Apple II games let them like kind of retire for a little bit and travel the world. And then after that, they decided, oh hey, I'm gonna just work for Square in Japan, and they wound up also developing, let's see here, 3D World Runner originally, and then also what became Rad Racer in the U.S. For the NES. And then they went on to work on Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 3. You might have heard of those, as well as Secret of Mana. And then they retired, and yeah. Apparently a big influence on John Romero as well as other early game programmers. But yeah, really interesting career. Apparently, when they moved to Japan, they didn't speak any Japanese and didn't have a translator. So I'm not sure how that went. But yeah, let's get into some SpaceX here. This is apparently a clone of another shooter, an arcade shooter named Moon Cresta, that also received some ports. So we've got a 3-phase ship, and if all of our phases are destroyed, it's game over. It's got, I'm running on an Apple IIe in MAME here. Apparently if you run on an Apple IIe or anything later, it won't work due to incompatibilities, but got Game.io Joy mapped. And I'm trying out something new here, because this game has the issue where it always kind of pulls to the right. Oh no, we crashed. And we're gonna get into our second phase of our ship here. See, detaching. We got two shots this time. But yeah, I'm using an actual joypad because it has this issue where it always pulls to the right if you're not touching anything. It does that with keyboard or joypad. I'll try this in Virtual 2 and MAME, and have the same issue. So I'm not sure if it's something with like paddle controls where something with, if you're playing this with a physical paddle on an actual Apple II, you wouldn't have this problem, but yeah, I'm not sure exactly why that problem happens. It seems to affect a lot of paddle control games. But yeah, the analog controls are a little bit better with the actual analog joystick rather than mapping them to the arrow keys on a keyboard, which is what most people will be doing if they're using an emulator. Either way, whether it's MAME or Virtual 2, if you're not using a joypad, that's what you're going to be doing probably. I doubt many people have actual paddle controllers properly configured in an Apple II emulator. I could be wrong though. If you have a great, easy to use, reliable setup for that, please let me know. I've looked into some ways to actually do that in emulators or on, you know, other hardware. It's a little complicated. If you want to use actual authentic Apple II paddle controllers, that is. I'm not even sure if, you know, if you got that working with an emulator, would it still just have the same problem, or do you need to run on actual hardware? But anyway, I'm not really doing great at SpaceX right here, right now. Need to be blasted, not talking. Apparently, if you get up to a score of 1,000, you can get that first stage to come back down and then reattach with it if you intersect with it, and then you can have 3 shots at once. Not sure if we're gonna see that today. Gotta hatch the space eggs and then shoot the aliens inside. Maybe a little bit of strategy there. Oh no, because the aliens inside will come out and get you. The space eggs won't. Doesn't seem like. Stage 2, okay. Oh no. You get 2 shots, but you got a wider, ship to collide with. Getting wider in each stage here. Maybe I shouldn't hatch all my eggs at once. Don't put all your space eggs in one basket, as they say. Oh, whoa, these guys are aggressive. That was a bad choice. Okay. Got a little bit further that time. Let's get back into it. I'm overhatching my space eggs. Going against my own advice here. Seems like these hitboxes are a little bit generous to the aliens. But maybe that counts for, when they collide with me too, so maybe I shouldn't complain about that. Seems like you reset to this first wave every time you die, maybe? Or maybe you just go back one wave and just haven't gotten far enough to know. Oh no. We'll find out now, I think. So I think we'll go back to the first wave, but that could just be going back one wave. So we won't know until we die on the 3rd wave with an extra ship. Yeah, so we're back on the first wave here. Like, some of those shots I would have thought would have killed those aliens. Oh, that was close. Alright. I think we're only on the 2nd phase here, so let's find out. Moment of truth. For learning about SpaceX mechanics. Yep, it seems like we go back to wave 0. Or wave 1, however you want to start. Okay. Let's get back into it, though. I do kind of wonder how many total enemy types there are hidden inside these eggs. Or also, how different is this game from Moon Cresta? I played a little bit of it on my Mr. Cade before I played this, but not much, because I have an issue with my Mr. Cade where I have a horizontal orientation monitor and vertical orientation games, which I think the arcade version of this still don't display correctly because I can't do rotation on it. Anyway, you probably don't care about my Mr. setup because that's not what we're even using here. I don't think the Apple II core for the Mr. is that mature, so that's why I don't do any Apple II stuff on there, really. But maybe I need to look into that at some point. Maybe I'll make a video about what's up with Apple II on the Mr. because I haven't really messed with it that much because it just has kind of a reputation of not being worked on that much, I guess. And I don't think it has WAS support, so I don't think I can do WAS a day on there either. Oh no. Okay, maybe I should stop talking about my minister and start focusing on SpaceX here. Once again, overhatching my space eggs. It's gonna be my new go-to phrase whenever something's annoying me. You're overhatching my space eggs. And people will be like, what are you talking about? You know, space eggs. There have been no space eggs. But apparently these games were, you know, bestsellers at the time. He sold thousands and thousands of copies of Space Eggs, Phantoms 5, some other games as well. It says here that 3D World Runner and Rad Racer sold about 500,000 copies each. So yeah. Maybe I'll actually do another round here where I follow my own advice and stop talking and start focusing on the game. Let's see if we can beat that high score of 630. Come on. That's... Oh. No grace in this game for destroying the last enemy while you die. Also, not sure, you know, what the best way to get out of that situation is. Seems like it's a common situation for fixed screen shooters when you get into a corner and you got an alien coming up on you. You can't really evade it that well. Let's roll back in and maybe try to do a little bit less talking again, for real. You can use the alien colors there to tell if they're ascending or descending. Seems like some of these stages are easier if you've got the two shots. I feel like the second ship is the sweet spot because you're not too wide. But you got two shots. That's close. Got one last space egg here. I'm not sure if there's any time element to this, like, just chilled. Oh no. We almost got to see the fourth stage there, But we did pass our high score. There we go. Well, that was close. They finally got me. I was so close to actually getting the I think the 1,000 point threshold for getting that ship back down. Let's see. There's also a game where you can't go all the way to the edge, so that's kind of an interesting mechanic. Those are just a little bit more aggressive. They don't change colors to let you know. Oh no, this is not ideal. Well, at least I thought I got two of them at once, but no. Ah, too focused on my shooting, not focused enough on not colliding with anything. Do a little bit more of SpaceX here. Not sure how much more we're gonna see. The two things we could see are maybe the fourth stage or the 1,000 point bonus, but I don't know if we're gonna see those today. Got to keep a little bit, for you to discover if you want to play this game. Was doing well in the last level, not so much. Oh, that was close. Oh man, it's doing so well for a while there. That was close. Come on now. Oh, maybe Wikipedia lied to me. It said at 1,000 points. Oh, maybe I have to be in the second stage of the ship. That's why. That's probably why. But I'm in the third stage of the ship now, so no dice. So you want a bonus? Too bad. Well, I think that's gonna do it here though for us with SpaceX for Waza Day, and I'll see you tomorrow for our next Waza Day.